you. That's why you laying on your back, looking at the roof of the church. Preacher telling the truth and it hurts. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. Off the chain, I leave soft in the brain. Still want the fame, off the name. First of all, you ain't rap long enough to be with me. You ain't strong enough. So whatever it is they got you thinking that you Superman. I got the kryptonite. With my the mic. That's characters, not even good actors. What's gonna be the outcome? Let's add up all the factors. You whack, you twisted, your girl's a hoe. You broke, the kid ain't yours, and everybody know. Your own man say you stupid. You be like, so, I love my baby mother. I never let her go. I'm tired of weak whining over that don't belong to them. What's wrong with them? You up for real like my mans in them. Who get it all with the strength of their hands with them. Man, y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. I bring down rain so heavy it hurts the head. No more talk, put him in the stand. You keep off, that you trying to end up. Cause if I end up fed, I end up. Cause you just soft type. What? Fake up north type. It's like a soft fight. Dog is a dog, blood thicker than water. We done been through the mud and we quicker to slaughter. The bigger the order, the more we run out. When up in there, everybody come out. When the body run out, sun in the sun out. I'ma keep out. Running his mouth, I'ma young out. Listen, yo, it's about to be. You know who gon' find you? Some old man fishing. Grandma wishing you'll the rest. But it's hard to digest with the sound of your chest. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. 1, 2, meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. Hold on. Don't meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. On my big ball. Don't meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. On my lady. Don't meet me outside. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. On my street people. Meet me outside. Meet me outside. Got y'all bouncing again. Bouncing again. Bouncing again. Man, that's got you bouncing again. Bouncing again. Bouncing again. Now. Yeah. Yeah, I'm up now, isn't okay. I'm a real snob, I need a parfait. I need to meditate with the bunny on my stage. I'm finna give her a good shot with my cachet. She want the Mew Mew, she want the EJ. How much it costed? Like an Andre. I spent a band on a band-aid. Thinking I missed, baby, is a mistake. I got 12 months, but I need an extra one. You wouldn't know a rep if you're next to one. It's young, I mean it, baby, I ain't like the rest of them. Yeah, new house in the hills. Had to go on for the kill. It's 5 plus 8. You know the deal.
This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Green Bay Packers. After a great first week of football, what does week 2 have in store? The Commanders and the Packers underway on Thursday night primetime. Gets around him. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Right to the air is Daniels. That's going to be caught by Samuel. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that are really competitiveness that you go to them early and often.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll try and run for it. Krosky Merritt. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. 13 yards there on a Washington first. We know they have these RPOs in their playbook, and look, we're seeing it here in the first quarter. You think we're going to see it as the game continues?
They trotted them out early for a reason, partner. They're letting them know that this is in the arsenal, and we rely on it. You better be prepared because this is going to be an all-day affair trying to stop them.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Daniels with a give to Krosky Merritt. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's another Washington Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They go play action. Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll just get rid of it. You look at this Packers defense. They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! Ready.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. At least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Cowboy 80.
Now Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
19 targets.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
To throw is Daniels. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Rig. 60 Maverick. 19 Lions.
Daniels looking to throw. Pass caught. It's Lane with it. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to make it 4th down. And Gay knocks this one through. And it's 3-0 Washington.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick throw there is incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Black Ultra. Here we go. Red, yellow. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Now he'll tuck this and run. That is caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Yellow, 22. Hut.
To throw now. Here's Love. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game.
Love, he's going to change the play here.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21. The Packers had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Set, ready. 52 blue. Striker, 3-3. Set.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hut.
On the ground with a tight end. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
On play action. Love to throw. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He didn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
That's good for our Packers. First down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Ready?
Jacobs. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And it's nothing but daylight ahead.
Why would you do that?
And he gets it into the end zone. It's a
Only straight
recovery
up.
leading to a Washington touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Game to kick off for Washington.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Now they'll change things up.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Ready?
Here's Love. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Ready?
Here's Jacobs. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To the air goes Daniels. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. That goes as a gain of 37 on third down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Cougar 19.
Now we got whistles before the snap. Looked like one of the Commanders jumped.
A false start backs him up 5. First and 15.
Here's Daniels.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
Here we go. Set. Go.
Throwing now is Daniels. Open man is Samuel, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
Good for Washington. First down.
First
and goal.
Up the middle, Krosky Merritt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
No gain on the play.
The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Go. 79 Broncos. Cougar 19. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Here's a second and 7. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just run a ride there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on fourth and goal.
Daniels going to throw for it. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on fourth and goal.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all this stuff.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it.
That's good for our Packers. First down. First and 10.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
White. Here we go. Hut.
Throwing. Love. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Love now.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be fourth down.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 23.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And the Commanders will take over with a first and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And still plenty of time remaining here in the half more.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nate Hobbs. And the Packers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. He'll try and do this himself. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
First and 10 at the 32.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 20-yard line.
To the air again, Love. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Ready.
Now a toss to the left for Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by McManus is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
What a tug of war this game has been. A tie at the half. I remember when I was playing, my coaches always talked about the first 5 minutes of each half. That's where you can gain the momentum and seize an opportunity. We've got one team in position to do that right now.
Short throw. He's got Kraft.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Set, ready. Black 40. Cut.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there.
And credit the tackle to Percy Butler.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there at holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Striker, 3-3. Down. Ready?
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. The kick by McManus is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
For once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Commanders have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Here we go. Set, cut.
A give, it's Jacobs off the option. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Let's go now. Ready.
Now Love. Now this throw deep for Kraft. And that's caught inside the 30. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Ready. 60 red. 60 red.
Love from the gun. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in the stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
45. White. Hut, hut.
Love looking to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Check, match. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Ready.
Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Finally held down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
Let's go now. 18, run.
Working out of the gun, Daniels.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Here's Tressway now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
On the ball. 22 needle.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
97.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Play fake. Here's Love.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Come on, set. Black, 95. Set.
Looking to throw. Love. Catch made by Watson on the out route. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at Lambeau. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
52 blue. Ready?
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And a strong run that time as it's across midfield and down to the 43. 90 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Play action this time with Love. 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Tucker Kraft, 42 yards. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2.
Here we go. Set.
Will set up for the
60 red.
conversion.
60 red. Set. Go.
Love throwing for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 2nd and 5. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Well, he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Daniels looking to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10. They'll motion McLaurin left. To throw is Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
At this point in the 2nd half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. In motion right, Debo. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And that is incomplete.
I'll definitely say that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
70 Rangers.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 12 on 4th and 10, just enough for the conversion, and defensively an opportunity slips away.
Come on.
On first down, it's Krosky-Merritt. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Now Daniels. Zach Ertz has it complete. And the Commanders are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Okay, ready?
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. They'll bring a tight end in motion.
Go.
Eckler is in. Touchdown, Commanders. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied, 4th quarter as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Fight, green. Blaster, stay.
To throw now. Here's Love. Now he'll tuck this and run. And Love is going to slide down and pick up the first.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a man scramble to get to it for the first down.
38. Hut.
Now he's going to step up and run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. On the handoff, this is Jacobs.
Now he breaks free in the middle of the field.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Packers 31, Commanders 24.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. This is 1st and 10.
Back to throw.
Pass caught. It's Lane with it.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31.
He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Lane. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Here's 1st down. You're not liking the look. They'll change the play.
36-yard line.
Back to throw.
Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. Second down, 8 yards to go.
Come on.
They'll look to throw. 3rd and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly. What you do is both, because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really, they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Commanders first down. It's a gain of 10.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
Here's 1st and 10.
Trap 60. Let's go.
He's back to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Here's Daniels.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 4-yard line.
That was an